Well, are the Chiefs back and better than ever?
Sure look like it.
Let's talk about that. Bill Belichick, who's now a NFL analyst now, I guess, right? And so he doesn't think that the Chiefs can go back-to-back. So let's hear from Coach Bill.
I just think it's going to be tough this year. They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I just think this third year for it all to fall into place 3 years in a row is tough. I think if anybody can do it, it's probably Kansas City, but it won't be easy. It won't be easy. They'll have I'm not sure how tough the AFC West is going to be, but I think in the end, they're going to have some tough opponents, through the course of the season. And it looked to me.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I agree with Bill Belichick. And I'm going to tell you, even last year was a shocker that they won. A lot of things went their way. Buffalo, another missed kick. I tell you, that's, I wanted to rename Buffalo to Wide Right New York because that's another one. The game plan in Baltimore looked like they were on the take or something, where they rushed the ball. They were the best team running the football all year. You remember that Christmas Day game they had in San Francisco where they annihilated them? Right. And they didn't even run the ball. It was unbelievable. They didn't get blown out in that AFC Championship game. They didn't play.
That game still has people looking funny at the Ravens, specifically Lamar Jackson.
Am I right? Like that was a crazy game that they still had a chance. They had didn't Flowers drop a fumble at the goal line? There was so many things. They had penalties where they hurt themselves, set up a field goal where Mahomes and them didn't even really move the ball. It was on penalties that set up a field goal. It was just the strangest game I've seen.
Here's the thing, Rob. If there's one team that's capable of winning 3 in a row, though, it's them. What no one's talking about is they didn't really lose anything. They just added. They added Hollywood Brown, and they drafted Xavier Worthy to make that wide receiver core more explosive than it's been since Tyreek Hill was there. Rashee Rice didn't get suspended. Travis Kelce's back. Isaiah Pacheco's back. Looks like Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back and feeling good. I mean, why not?
No, deep down, you don't believe they're going to win 3 in a row.
I'm just saying.
Deep down, you don't. And I think Bill Belichick is right. And why it hasn't happened for a reason. And
So let me ask you this question, because I'm not disagreeing with you here. But the reason that I'm disagreeing is not because I don't believe in the Chiefs, just because I believe in the parity that exists in the NFL.
I don't believe. That's fair, but I don't totally believe in the Chiefs. I don't think they were that great last year. I think their defense was good. Mahomes had a decent year, decent, not great. There were a lot of bad games last year for them, and they wound up. There's no way they should have beat Baltimore. There's no way they should have beat Buffalo. I'm dead serious. Buffalo on the road at home, the way that they ended the season, then they win their last 6, and all of a sudden they turned it around. And then here's another missed kick. That's another thing that went their way. The Baltimore game, I still think if I didn't know better and knew that they didn't throw the game or whatever, I would think that they threw the game. Just from watching it. You're the best team running the ball all year, and the running backs had 4 or 5 rushes. Seriously, in an entire game?
So here's what's interesting about that. And I have not been able to get an exact answer, but sometimes silence says volumes. When you run an RPO, which means run pass option run system, Rob, a lot of those are call runs where Lamar's pulling the ball, throwing an RPO. Okay. So it's hard to, you can't really blame the coordinator. It's just kind of one of those schematic nuances that happens.
I'm just saying, but it was totally different from anything they did all year.
You like the Ravens more with Derrick Henry? You think that addition?
Yeah, I like the Ravens a lot.
They lost Patrick Queen.
I like what they did. Even last year, I remember that's last year when Lamar went to San Francisco on Christmas night. That's when he won the MVP. You remember that? I mean,
let me talk you into the AFC representative.
Okay,
they're down in this big state that's the size of some countries. And they're in a great city. The Houston Texans, Rob.
I'm not buying that. I think that's a pipe dream for you.
Oh, no. That is absolutely based on 100% fact. I think DeMeco Ryans is one of the top up-and-coming coaches. I think the addition of Danielle Hunter to that defensive front.
I'll say that last year was more of a fluke than it was, just off of – I'm dead serious. Last year was out of nowhere, and I don't believe they'll have the same results. Not that they'll be bad or they'll be 6-11 or something like that, fall off the map, but I don't believe they're going to repeat that after coming in and the way people know what to expect from them, where last year was kind of different. So I don't believe in Houston in the AFC. So you're saying they're going to beat Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
What can we bet? Can we just bet? I want to. What's that steakhouse at the MGM
Just keep me
Grand?
around, and we can talk our way through it during the season. Just make sure I'm around.
You're going to be around.
Right.
We already got you on that. That's no. I want a
Hear me
meal
out,
from your wallet. I want a meal from your wallet.
We can do that. You pick the spot. I'll pay if
the steak at the steak place at MGM.
Let's
Grand.
go better overall record. Chiefs or Texans?
Okay.
All right.
No. It's about you have them winning to go into the Super Bowl. It's about going to the Super Bowl. That's the bet.
What if the Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl? Then
but you have the
right, and
your bet is about the Texans. That's what the bet is. You have the Texans going to the Super Bowl. Stick behind it. Don't back out.
That has an extremely low expected value. So you guys talk about they like positive EV.
I'll give you two steaks. I'll give you two steaks.
You're getting the whole field.
I'll give you a baked potato with extra butter. What do you want?
You're getting the entire
No, but that's
field.
because you're stepping out there and you're saying something.
Because that's how strongly I feel about the Houston Texans.
Good, so you shouldn't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it.
I'm not afraid, but I want you to have like a dog in this fight. I don't want you to just get 15 teams and I got one.
I just don't believe in them that they're going to the Super Bowl, just like I don't believe the Lions. Right. You got the Lions and the Texans.
That
might be the worst. That might be the worst.
In the AFC Championship game, and I got to buy you food because of it?
No. Yes. What are you afraid of, Shaun? It's just a steak.
I'm not afraid of anything.
It's just a steak.
I've lived in Vegas, so I've learned not to take bets where I'm upside down from a expectation standpoint. No.
You know what? It's fine. All you got to do is once you lose the bet to me, you tell your kids no ice cream tonight. Uncle Rob's got to be taken care of. Or take the ice cream out of your kid's mouth. I don't care.
I go live from New Orleans come early February and throw this segment back into your face. How about that?
Wow. That could be something.
DeMeco Ryans is one of the best young coaches in football. You forgot he came from that sustained success that occurred in San Francisco. Okay. And here's what people don't understand about the Texans turnaround. They were extremely competitive the second half of the season under Lovie Smith. The win-loss record doesn't show it, but if you go back and look at those, they were extremely competitive.
I agree with that.
And DeMeco came in and added a rookie-of-the-year quarterback, which made Nico Collins blossom. He was always that talented, just have anybody to give him the ball. And now this year they add Stephon Diggs. If Tank Dell can stay healthy, they add upgraded running back with Joe Mixon. They bring in Danielle Hunter from the Vikings and his double-digit sacks to put opposite Will Anderson. Derek Stingley, a lot of people laughed at them drafting him ahead of Sauce Gardner, but if you look at the last 18 to 20 games, Derek Stingley's been just as good in a lot of ways as Sauce Gardner. They've got some really good players there in Houston, and I don't think that division is ultimately super tough. You got Indy's got a young quarterback, Tennessee, young quarterback, Jacksonville, whatever you think about Sunshine, you think about him, but I'm not afraid of the Jaguars. I like the way it sets up for Houston.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not going to have a good season. I just don't see them taking that next step, and I'll have to see a second year. That's all. It's not if you're right. I'm gonna give you plenty of credit. But if you're wrong, trust me, I'm going to go crazy on you. I'm going to go ham on you.
Wrong has to have parameters.
No.
If they lose in the AFC Championship game.
You were wrong.
Come on, man. That's not like them missing the playoffs.
No.
Then I'll come on.
No, that would be worse.
I'll tuck my tail and I'll acknowledge that for once out of the probably 250 opinions I've had on football, I was wrong.
Okay, and that's the only time you've been wrong?
Maybe 2.5.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. All right. I can't wait. Listen,
Texans we trust.
I love that you're stepping out there on this. Okay.